Where is the thing? Gotta pull up the chat. Okay, clothes. Let's start with clothes. Hello. How was your weekend? Mine was busy. I hope y'all can hear me. Ooh, hope all my draws are doing okay. Well, hopefully the dogs are back to being happy and not crying. Ferrets are crazy. Like, I'd seen pictures of them, but because of YouTube, I've seen how psycho crazy they can be. That's good. Cleo is getting... I think she's pretty much just established this as her house. She just goes where she wants. Although I find myself having to monitor her in the kitchen because she's found a secret getaway spot to get from the kitchen to the living room, and it's a long drop for her. So I've managed to catch her the 2 times she's found the little spot to climb through the wall down to the second or to the ground level of the living room. It's a okay. I can't figure out how to explain it, so I'll just draw it, which is what I'm okay at. Okay. Okay, so how our kitchen and living room is set up is we have about 3 or 4 steps with little handrail thing here, and it's the same thing on this side. Oh, wrong thing. Oh, actually, that's too far. Womp. Okay, so we have, and this goes all the way up to the ceiling, and then this goes to the edge here, and then this is a wall. And then that's the hallway down there. And that's a wall here. So the kitchen is that way. And then down this hallway leads to the bedrooms and the bathrooms. And then, well, actually the wall's probably more like this here, and then here we have kind of a, I have some plants here, but this little area right here is the heater, and it's got a pilot light that's always on, and the floor right here is open. So what Cleo likes to do is when I let her out in the mornings, that's the wrong thing. There we go. So when Cleo comes out in the morning, she inspects the kitchen, and then she comes through here My beautiful illustration of my lizard. So yeah, what she does is she hangs out. Here, let me try something. Oh wait, no, let's go this way. So my silly little lizard goes down the hall, and then she found this little hole that she can go through here. And so she likes to climb through here. But to get down here, it's like a 4-foot drop. So she likes to come through here and then try to climb down this way, but actually that's probably closer to scale for her. So she tries to crawl down this way, but she ends up just kind of like plopping to the floor. Or she would if it wasn't for me like seeing where she was going and then running over to catch her to keep her from falling on the ground. She tries to go thump in the night. And then when I get her out of the, what are you doing? Oh, it's Riley. So then when I pull Cleo out and I'm trying to, like, keep her safe, she just kind of looks at me like all displeased. Like, how dare you stop me from hurting myself. Just with their little fat arms and just... I think this is the best drawing of her I've done. Just the absolute look of anger and just, why have you done this to me? I didn't mean to draw a dumb picture of my lizard being held, but... But here we are. She's got them sharp claws. But yeah, today she's been extra snippy. Like, she's tried to bite me twice. And she attacked my work gloves. Like, full on grabbed in her mouth and started, like, shaking and doing death rolls with it. I'm like, Cleo, why the violence? What did my work gloves do to you? They're just sitting on the floor. I guess I should put my hands in the proper place where... If that's not how you hold a tegu. And I keep selecting the wrong pen. I'm going to save that to my sketch dump. Open. And here's the real question, where do I put my sketch dump? It's probably somewhere in like pictures. No, it's probably desktop. Desktop. There we go. Aww. I'll have to do a proper drawing of her that's not a quick sketch. Because I don't fully capture her sass. Oh, my legs. Okay, there we go. I mean, I wanted to have that up. I just wanted to switch to... I wanted to close that, damn it. There we go. I had to update my computer to Windows 11. And by had to, I mean, it basically said, like, yeah, we're gonna update this. You gotta accept it. I'm like, ugh. And that took like 45 minutes to complete the process and an extra 15 minutes to go through and just turn all the AI stuff off. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, pretty girl. I thankfully ate dinner before streaming today. And because of the delay, I don't think I'll need to take a break. Yeah, I need to do more like research on Linux because I'd like to switch to it. But it's a whole process. One that I'm not 100% confident in handling myself. Also, I don't have a unused computer to mess around with it yet. Yeah, I think the dealing with Windows was kind of my break. And PETA is sitting in her enclosure just staring at me. I don't know what you want from me, PETA. Come on. Earbuds keep falling on my ears. So how was everybody's weekend? I was busy. What did I do? Saturday was the big protest. I dressed as an NPC and handed out quests. And candy for completed quests. And then I had work, and I basically met who I'm assuming is going to be my work bestie. So that was cool. I got 2 shifts with him over the weekend. work bestie is married and has a 4-month-old, so he was excitedly showing me pictures of his little baby, who is adorable. And, like, as we were talking, there was a bunch of similarities to stuff, like, because of course I always bring up Lee and Tim whenever I talk to people, so, I was telling him about, the three of us being, like, theater kid rejects, and, he was like, acting or tech. I was like, both. And then, we were talking about, our friends and stuff, so I was, he was telling me about his best friend, who he met in the army, who is, Puerto Rican, and lives on the island, all this other stuff, and I was like, my bestie is also Puerto Rican. That's so funny that we have Boricua besties. And came back from my work shift, and was telling Lee and Tim about it, and how cool it is to have a new work bestie. And ended up giving him an invite to a PowerPoint party we're gonna have. It's like, yeah, you're cool. Bring the wifey and kid. There will be plenty of adults there who will gladly hold your 4-month-old so that you can get a break. And also on the spectrum, so we were info dumping back and forth, like, for both shifts. And I think I got all of them. I did. Okay, hat and one thing. Okay. I want to go to Apple Hill. I want to get my Arkansas black apples. You know what? Not as much snake lore as I usually dump on people, because he actually knew quite a bit about some snakes. But cool thing that, well, not cool for him, but cool for me to hear about, was he was rock climbing once and he got bit by a rattlesnake. And so I never met anybody who'd been bit by a rattlesnake, so I asked the obvious question of, what did it feel like? Like, I know it hurt, but describe the feeling. And he was like, hurt, a lot of burn, think 2nd degree burn and then cheese grater. I'm like, oh, that sounds horrible. But he managed to get help right away, because the place where he was hiking and rock climbing, he researched beforehand where the emergency services was, and the emergency service place just happened to be prepared for rattlesnake bites, because they happen so often that they're one of the very few stations that was able to keep antivenom and administer it without a doctor on site. So, dude got lucky. Yeah, the 2nd degree burn and cheese grater was like such a vivid description. It was just like, oh, that's horrible. Whoops. Okay, let's get that. This is the first time I've gotten to work at my computer in a couple of days. Okay, I did live stream Thursday, but yeah, that was I think that was the last time I actually worked at my computer. I got some art catching up to do. Oh, okay. I don't need to keep going back to the only snakes I've ever been bitten by were non-venomous. And I prefer to keep it that way. I do not want the hurt juice. Damn you. Yeah, that looks good. I'll be very happy if I manage to get all of the EN base coloring done tonight. No. Well, maybe one day I'll bring Precious or Scully to an event and you can have a good snake encounter if you want. Because they're very sweet. Man, I've got to update my progress board because I'm way further ahead than my progress board says I am. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I had my full-time job interview today or not today, yesterday, and got a rejection less than 24 hours after the interview, and I thought I did pretty good, but it says that they decided to go with a candidate whose background and experience was more in line with the job. Oh yeah, the Diwali food was excellent. I would happily work one again. And there's a late night or a early morning shift that I got scheduled for next month that I'm pretty excited for because it's a Rotary Club brunchin'. So even though I have to get up at like 4:30 in the morning to get there, delicious, delicious breakfast food that I will potentially get to indulge in. Yeah, even if I didn't get that full-time job, at least I still have this little part-time one that's going pretty good. Just wish I was able to accept more hours. Hi, Tatsu. Are you looking for the tegu? That's where she's hiding. do that? Hat. Okay, not quite touching the top. Oh god. Another awful joke. Yeah, I guess that's good. Okay. You know what? On second thought, those look like clown shoes. Substantially less clown shoe-ish. Shoe-ish. I can talk. Oops. Okay. Look down here. Red. And sunglasses. Look at the rest. Get rid of this. Oh, that's... yeah, that's bad. Okay, hilariously, a friend of a friend is a Catholic priest at the Vatican who is really into D&D, and actually ran a game of D&D in the catacombs under the Vatican for funsies. Yeah, apparently while they were playing the game, Pope Francis was going through was being escorted through the catacombs because they used them as a safe way to get the Pope around. So he walked in on their game. I guess dude invited him to play, and Pope Francis politely declined. You know what? I will worry about the bottom portion later. I'm gonna see if I can find the dude, because I should be able to find him on Blue Sky. Maybe I can find him on Blue Sky, because he used to be on Twitter. I don't know if he's still on Twitter. Where are you? He goes by... There we go. There's Padre. Let me screen cap. Here's the dude. He was working the same, he's working the same job as my buddy Patrick for, what are they called? It's some tech podcast I can't remember the name of, but, yeah, from what I hear, he's a really cool dude, but the story about him playing D&D in the catacombs, and that's just the funniest thing that I heard. Yeah, Chicago Pope was not on my bingo card. Like, of all the things that I thought would happen this year, Pope was not something I was mentally, emotionally prepared for. no, King's experience was good. I meant to share a picture of me, dressed up. I'll do that right now. I think Lee sent them to me. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. And yeah, there we go. I meant to share this to the Discord, and then I forgot. We stayed for like 2, maybe 3 hours. The one that we went to was a lot of old people. A lot of young people too, but the old people didn't really know what to do with me. Because I was holding a sign that wasn't espousing something. Because I was handing out quests. Because if we're gonna be called NPCs and say that they're gonna say we're paying protesters, then I might as well dress up as an NPC and give candy to people who complete quests. And the quests were like super nonchalant things, like pick up 5 pieces of trash, handshake, fist bump, or high five a fellow patriot next to you, or whatever. Oh, what my favorite one was challenge the person next to you to rock, paper, scissors. Best 2 out of 3. And then when they would complete the quest, they would get candy. Although the young people there that were there and saw me and everything, they're like, "Oh, I get it. Okay." I had one lady very passionately yelling in my general direction about how our elected officials need to do something. Going so far as to say that we need to start bringing up their kids by name to basically to intimidate them, but she didn't say that. You know, I didn't think of stickers, but candy did pop in my head, so that's why I went with candy. Stickers probably would have been cheaper. And I think I would do the NPC thing again. Although I think my, I saw some great protest signs, and New Work Bestie showed me one that I was like, yeah, that's my next one. It's a sign that says proud boyfriend of an ICE agent's wife. So I want to make that same side and make it proud girlfriend of an ICE agent's wife, just to... I can piss multiple people off at the same time. It's good. One of the quests was not to give a fist bump to a good cop, mostly because it's kind of difficult to find good cops at events like that, and very easily could be misconstrued as assaulting a police officer. And with how things are going here in the States, I don't want to give anybody a reason to get mixed up in something. But one of them was this, tell me your favorite right-wing nickname for one of the GOP leaders or whatever. Like a Cheeto Bandito. Or Ice Barbie Kegseth. What else? The one that I went to, it was set up kind of like a street festival. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, I guess the numbers are around, I've seen two different figures. I've seen 7 million, 7.5 million, and one post on Reddit said something like 8.2 million. But yeah, definitely one of the, yeah, there was a farmer's market going on right next to the protest. So people were protesting, and then they were going and getting some food from the vendors of the farmers market. Yeah, it's no bueno. Okay, did that. I did get that one. Oh, and I found out today that Oyster Daddy in Maine has a not good tattoo. And if anybody's confused about, I just realized that you guys probably don't know who I'm talking about when I say Oyster Daddy. His name's Graham Plattner. He's running for the Senate in Maine. And he's running on a progressive platform, which is desperately needed. Copy image. But he's got like a really gravelly voice. is an oyster fisherman and under the age of 60. And a lot of people online have been thirsty for him. So, Oyster Daddy is a name that goes around. But yeah, it was, okay, so here's the thing, like, we thought he was a good guy. That's kind of up in the air right now, because, his opposition party, or the opposition to him, oh, that's a good picture. Yeah, this is a good picture. That's not what I wanted. Don't save. Don't save. Copy image. That's not why you do this to me. Oh. Am I not allowed to? Well, screw you, I'm gonna copy it from there. But yeah, he's platformed as like a good guy, but somebody posted a picture of, apparently he has a tattoo from, he got drunk in Croatia while he was in the Marines and got a skull tattoo that was, I'm trying to think of a way of saying it so that YouTube doesn't, like, come after me. But yeah, it's, not great. What is it called? Oh, okay, that's what it's called. So it's one of these. What? Stupid. Reminder that I had to download Windows 11, so I'm not able to pull the stuff up as quickly as I want. Anyways, it's this. Anybody who knows anything about World War II Germany recognizes it for being a symbol of that. Or at least part of that movement that was very unpopular in the 1920s through 1940s. So there's a lot of controversy going on right now about that because he's running the campaign that people want. He's a oyster fisherman in Maine. He served in the military and he wants healthcare for all and lower taxes, and he's going after the billionaires specifically. But yeah, there's some atonement or a controversy. There's some fuckery afoot. Yeah, and that's exactly it, Draws. That's what they're talking about is like, because he got it like 20 years ago. Like, get it get it taken care of. Although not excusing that, he definitely should have gotten it taken care of already. But I also understand the like, I should really do this thing. Time goes by. Oh, time kind of got away from me there. But this is an excellent time for him to get it gone if it's not gone already. Make a big deal out of it, like have the press there and stuff. Well, hello, little Janet. Oh, there's a little Janet crawling around. You know what? I'm curious. How much is laser tattoo removal? This is laser tattoo removal. I mean, I'd also imagine that if not laser removal, I was reading stuff that apparently a lot of tattoo artists will do cover-ups for pro bono for hate symbols. Oh, it's like $650 on average. Oh, it said posted 5 hours ago. Says he's gonna remove the tattoo. Well, I hope he gets it down and, or he gets rid of it and, I don't know, donate to a Holocaust museum or something. But yeah, like he came on the scene quick, and his campaign video was really good. I'll share it in the Discord. It was like he said all the right things. Yeah, there we go. Copy link. Discord. Boop. There, so you guys can watch it on your own time if you want. Or don't. I don't care. I'm not your mother. There are a lot of good people that are running right now that I'm really hopeful don't turn out to be jerks and actually, like, make some positive change. Because, y'all, this is stupid. Oh my goodness, it's already 8:30. Well, 8:30 for me. All y'all in your different time zones. Based oyster, dude. Yeah. Nobody's perfect. And the real assholes are the ones who get called out on their shit and double down or don't strive to do any kind of positive change or accountability. Where are those glasses? There we go. Two. This was the second one, but the organization that's helping, like, put them on is called Indivisible, and they've put on a couple of different protests. But No Kings is the big one. And then there was John Lewis was a civil rights protester, and he was he went from civil rights protester in the 60s to actual elected official for, I think it was Georgia. But he passed away a couple of years ago, and so one of his quotes was "Make good trouble." So in, I think it was July, there was the Make Good Trouble protests, which was on his what would have been his birthday. And that one drew in a lot of people too. Not nearly as big as the No Kings protests, but still a substantial amount of people out protesting. And I have no idea when they plan to do a third one. I'm sure they're going to do a third one. I'm really waiting for people to call for a general strike. Because that's when the people in power will really start freaking out. What do you mean they stopped spending money? What do you mean they stopped working? They can't do that. Well, they did. Holy crap, I'm actually getting the base colors done. Alright, last thing to do is the shoes. Which I have color support down here. Legit, y'all, I just want to go back to being able to draw pretty pictures and make money from that. It is so crazy how expensive everything has gotten in such a short amount of time. I remember being able to, I remember all of my rent, bills, insurance, and everything used to cost about $500 a month. Now I'm paying like 2 to 3 times that. And that's in like a time span of like 6-7 years that it's just gotten out of control. Like, thank God I have roommates, because I could not live by myself and pay for my own living space and stuff. And that's not a California thing, that's just in general. Like, anywhere in the US, I would not be able to pay for all my stuff with what I make with artwork. Maybe Ireland or Scotland will take me. They started providing a monthly stipend for creators. Oops. Anyways, what scary movies are you guys watching? You watching any scary movies? Lee and Tim started watching Trick or Treat without me, the assholes. I've been considering getting a Shudder account so I can watch even more scary movies. And I hear Tatsu crying. You got locked up. Or is that my cat? One of the cats is crying from a bathroom. And 18 minutes left. Oh. That is certainly true. I certainly get more anxiety opening Reddit and seeing news articles than I do watching a slasher. I'm so excited to get this page done. It's so background heavy. It took forever to ink. And now I am closer than I was before in having it done. God, I haven't watched Inuyasha in years. Okay. Fix that leg, it looks too scrawny. Oh, that's what the misc was for. I can spell. I just realized I've been working this whole time and I didn't save it at all until now. Okay, let's get this book some color. Have a good one, Enchilada. Thanks for stopping in. I'm gonna be ending this in like 10 minutes anyway, so. And bubbles. Oh wait, I can make those. Those that go up here. Boobles. Where did I put those? Oh, there we go. Let's change that to erase. Where is it? Ink, blending mode. Go. Erase. That looks too much like. Density, hardness. Looks too much like real bubbles. Now let's start. All the base coloring is done. Now I just gotta do final stuff. Background liner. And despite looking like one, he is not a vampire. Alrighty, good night everybody. And I got like 5 minutes left, so I think I'm just gonna cut it here. We'll see you.